All praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And as you can see in this photo, we're getting right into this lesson. It says, lab grown sperm and eggs will soon let parents design their children, can customize looks, IQ, and health. So we know that Esau Edom likes to play God. So we're going to read a little bit of this. It says, a breakthrough in reproductive science could change the way families are formed. Scientists are developing in vitro gametogenesis, IVG, a technique that creates sperm and eggs from ordinary skin or blood cells. This could help individuals facing fertility, including same sex couples, other adults, and those with medical conditions have biological children, right? So, as you can see in Esau Edom's world, Esau's world is all about anti life, right? Think about it. Now, instead of just trying to have kids naturally in a godly order, Esau wants to destroy the family unit and have all these freaks have babies customized for them. Now it says, reading on, IVG's potential goes beyond infertility solutions. It could one day allow parents to select specific genetic traits for their children, from physical features and intelligence to disease resistance, sparking major ethical debates. Let's keep going. Supporters argue that IVG could reduce inherited disease and expand reproductive freedom, giving more people the chance to have genetically related children. However, critics warn about the risks of designer babies and that the possibility of widening social inequalities if genetic enhancements become accessible only to the wealthy. Concerns also remain about long-term health effects and ethical conditions for children born through this process. Right. So as you can see, a lot of things in Esau's rule is experimental, right? We usually won't see the effect of Esau's experiment until about maybe 10, 20, or 30 or so years later. And we notice because of feminism. Feminism at the time probably sounded good, but around 60 years later, we see how bad feminism really is and that we know that feminism ultimately helped break up and destroy the family unit too. So, like I said, everything in Esau society is an experiment, right? They play as they go. So it says, although promising, IVG is still in experimental stages, with most research conducted on animals, human applications are likely years away. Right. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying it on humans now, but we just don't know about it. So this is the thing with designer babies, is that they're still an experiment. So even though it sounds good, perhaps they could give them the height they desire, perhaps different colored eyes, maybe even give them eyes that are color of purple, I don't know, right? Or make them stronger, faster, smarter, right? Or give them more slow twitch or fast twitch muscles, whatever they want to give them to those designer babies. Since this is still experimental, these designer babies could very well have even crazier health defects along the way that hasn't shown up yet, right? Or perhaps these designer babies could have diseases that haven't shown up yet because of the way Esau wants to engineer things, right? So, or perhaps these designer babies are just very wicked, right? A lot of these babies not born naturally, perhaps a lot of these babies will be very wicked later on and will just cause more evil to come upon the earth. Now, let's get right here in Daniel chapter 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. And many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Right? So, yes, the knowledge of the Bible will be increased, and many shall run to and fro for the true word of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, but also knowledge shall be increased. So we know that in these end times, there's going to be big strides of technology, which are being made right now and have been made, right? And knowledge has been increased many times over to the point that we went from Moore's Law, which is doubling of knowledge every year, to Jensen's Law, which I believe is doubling of knowledge, which I believe is multiplying by a factor of 100 every year or so. Correct me if I'm wrong. So let's get out this scripture right here. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. He will oppose and exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped, so that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God. Right. So we know that Esau Edom likes to proclaim himself as a God. He likes to try to make the Lord's creation better, but instead he messes it up. So Esau tries to be a god and tries to do everything his own way, but it always backfires, right? So he tries to destroy the family order. He tries to make designer babies, and eventually he's going to try to have people live forever with the C-hip, which will ultimately cause the final blow and destruction of Esau's empire forever, right? When Yahweh Shai comes back. Now, it says in Proverbs chapter 16, verse 18, pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall, right? So we know that Esau has a lot of pride right now. Right now, a lot of the elites believe they don't need God. I believe there is this one guy named Yuval who keeps making fun of God and says that God is outdated. He constantly wants to make fun of the Bible, wants to make fun of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So you can see that these Edomites have a lot of pride in them, right? With all these technological advancements, they think it's because of their own intelligence. But little do they know, pride goeth before destruction. So even though they're prideful, and Esau has made his nest very high, Yahweh Shai will come and destroy Esau, right? So right now we're seeing Esau's pride, and a little later we will see his destruction. So I hope this lesson is very edifying to the hopeful elect and elect. I thank you to the elders, apostles, and brethren who help teach me this truth. And all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and Shalom.